Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. It's Thursday, budgeting day. Today, I wanted to talk to you about how to overcome financial fear. Let's get started. First, I want to tell you why I actually wanted to talk about this subject tonight, because it wasn't planned originally. The reason why is most of you know that within the last a year, our family became debt-free. No mortgage and no consumer debt. And now we are on a journey in the next 3 years to really build a really good reserve in case of job loss or a large expense so that we can remain debt-free. Well, that's wonderful, but I've been just so overly enthusiastic about it that sometimes I feel I push a little too hard and I kind of obsess about money. This is the reason I'm bringing up this subject. The other day, my daughter is 20 years old. She goes to community college. She works during the summer, but during the year, we want her to concentrate on her studies. So if she needs something, we purchase it for her. She doesn't ask for a whole lot. She's very simple and easy and very content. The other day, her phone charger broke, didn't work. She was a little nervous to come to me and ask me to get one for her because she didn't want me to spend the money. And that got me thinking. You know, she knows that I've really worked hard to pay off the debt, which was just basically at that time it was our house and then our car. And I don't want anyone in my household to be scared to tell me, hey, we need something. And me to have to change my budgeting routine or however I was going to spend money that month to accommodate a need or maybe even perhaps a want. And this kind of brings up about money fear. I think sometimes budgeting, and I'm glad I budget, I'm glad that I have goals, but sometimes when I'm budgeting so much and being so frugal in some areas, because even though I could be way more frugal than I am, I'm way more frugal than I was 10 years ago. So sometimes being that way, I feel a lack of abundance, and I don't like that feeling, and sometimes worrying about the future and comparing myself to others. I don't know if any of you feel this way. I think sometimes we know worrying does not do us any good. So I kind of came up with some tips that I thought could be helpful to all of us and maybe motivate and inspire all of us, because worrying doesn't help, like I said, and feeling like you have a lack of abundance or lack and you're constantly concerned about money and all you're thinking about is budgeting, it really can drain you of just living life. So I wrote these 4 tips down. Number 1, and this is my biggest one that I wrote down, is set realistic goals. And let me give you an example. There's lots of fantastic financial YouTube channels out there. You've got people from small incomes to large incomes. They give great advice, but the advice has to meet your needs for your situation and your family. So my first advice is number 1, set realistic goals for you. You might not have a wonderful portfolio, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and that's okay. Do what you can do and the best you can do for your family. Take the pressure off you to try to compete with others. That's something that I definitely need to learn to do. Number 2, spend more time doing activities you enjoy. Every week, have something that you look forward to. It doesn't mean you have to go spend money, but I'm going to tell you, Wednesday night, I do Zumba with a friend, and I spend $5. We exercise. The Zumba teacher is lovely. The people in the class are fantastic. And then after that, we go for a walk. Guess what? I'm exercising, and I'm doing something fun that I enjoy with a dear, sweet friend. So have something you can look forward to. That really can take the pressure off. Number 3, spend more time being present in the moment. And since March 1st, I've been doing that more. Unplugging from everything, sitting down and reading, watching a little I Love Lucy, just spending a little time with family. Like lately, I've been sitting down with my daughter. We'll have lunch together and we'll have a conversation. And it's just really lovely, and it kind of calms your spirit and gets you thinking of other things besides budgeting. Last but not least, and I told my husband about this today, that sometimes things happen. Realize that emergencies happen sometimes. Sometimes your budget needs to change. You might have forgotten about, oh goodness, I forgot that our car needs some maintenance done, or, oh, our air conditioning needs to be fixed. You might have to not invest as much that much or save that much. That's okay. You can revisit it later. I just don't want any of us to feel a lack of not having enough and being constantly concerned about money all the time. I think all of us need to do the best that we can do, but also enjoy life and live in the moment. Let me know what you guys think. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.